Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Subaru Vet. In today's video, I actually wanted to talk about an issue I had with this car several years ago. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is my 2015 Subaru BRZ Limited. I picked it up in April of 2021. Shortly after getting the car in, I determined it needed a new clutch. So I knew I was going to be full bolt-ons on this car, so I figured a stage 1 clutch would be fine. So I got the Exedy stage 1 clutch, as well as also getting an unequal length header. I wanted to do a header on the car at the same time. So we got the old clutch out, got the Exedy stage 1 clutch, we got that put in. I got a unequal length header from PLM, got that put in, put everything back together. Shortly after starting the car, we realized we had an issue. So right after starting the car, I had a rough idle and it would stall. Started up again, had a rough idle, it would stall. At first we thought it was due to the Cat-less header. We knew it would run a little bit rough. I didn't have a tune for it yet. So before I did anything else, I just went ahead and ordered me an open flash tablet. Once I got that in, I uploaded a stage 2 plus tune, which is for Cat-less header and simple bolt-ons. Put that on the car, took it around the block, still didn't fix the problem. It still had a rough idle, it would stall occasionally. Realized we needed to backtrack a little bit more, go through the installation process again in our heads, go through the car, try to see if there's anything visually that we can see that's loose. Checked all the wiring, we checked just everything that involves the clutch that we could see. We went ahead and double checked everything. We couldn't find it. So finally I went to YouTube, went to the forums, started looking into this thing a little further, and I found a video on YouTube. It was actually for I believe it was a 15 WRX that had the same problem that it turned out to be for this car. So last resort was pulling the clutch back out. So that was the next step. We went ahead and got the old clutch out, we got the new clutch out again, pulled it back off, got the flywheel off, and we found the problem. Now behind the flywheel there's this metal piece. It's got all these holes in it. It's called a reluctor wheel. And this reluctor wheel has to do with the ignition and timing. It's got all these pins and all these holes, and it has to do with alignment. So if that thing's a little bit off, it can cause a rough idle and stalling in this case. So what ended up happening is I had put the reluctor wheel on right. There's a hole for a pin, and that's where the reluctor wheel has to go onto. At the time that we put the reluctor wheel on, it's like the big old flywheel, I was trying to fish it up there, and at the same time I must have knocked the reluctor wheel loose from the correct alignment position, put the flywheel on, put the clutch back in, put it together, and that's when I had the rough idle and the stalling. So when we pulled the old flywheel back off, we realized that the reluctor wheel was slightly misaligned. We put it on the right way, was more careful this time putting the flywheel back on, put it all back together, problem went away. It was a simple problem, but it's just, the job to get to that problem can sometimes be extensive. So I wish it would have been an easier access, but that's what it ended up being. It was due to user install error. So it can happen to anybody. So I figured if you guys are at an impasse or you guys are having issues stalling, rough idle after a clutch install, that could definitely be your issue. I would suggest checking all the basic stuff first, because you never know. It could definitely be, it could have been a loose wire, and that's what we were hoping it was. But in my case, it was the worst case scenario. Thankfully, it didn't damage the reluctor plate. It just put it knocked a pin, like the pin, and actually put a dent where it would usually go through the reluctor wheel. So we just aligned it the correct way. I have some pictures as well, if I didn't already show them. But once we put it in the right way, bolts everything back up, it ran just fine. So I hope this helps somebody out. I know that this is a pretty easy thing to do when doing this clutch on this car. So if you guys come across this video, I hope it helps you guys out. Hope you guys didn't already have this issue. Maybe you guys are getting ready to do a clutch, and hopefully you'll watch this video prior and you don't have that issue and you don't have to take it back out like I did. But yeah, I hope this helps you guys out. I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.